Howdy. Let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight here tonight. Let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight here tonight. Maybe you have guessed it. That's a part of the lyrics of the song by Boney M., Rivers of Babylon. 2 days ago I made this video which starts very oddly with my try to imitate the melody of the song. You can put the first 20 seconds off, like with the volume, if you can't stand it. Anyway, I tried to explain in this video that one of the rivers of Babylon, which is Euphrates and Tigris, which they are meeting in Baghdad. And the Euphrates River originates very close, if not in the vicinity, of the very strong earthquake activity we experience at the moment in Turkey and Syria, which probably was warned about in signs in the sky, of which, in a way, I tried to warn despite I've never found out where exactly this cloud was or whatsoever. I just couldn't. I tried to some extent, but it was just, That's the video cloud-based quake flashflood warning for Bursa in Turkey. For those who haven't seen that, like this video is about 2 weeks old, I think. I'm not too sure, but maybe this cloud emerged the day before. Let's just have a quick look at that. Yeah, anyway. You can see it. So, what am I talking about? Rivers of Babylon, a cloud in the sky, earthquake activity. Yes, I'm talking about Mountainwater once again. White rivers and such. And I found, or not that I would have been searching for, but I stumbled across this article from the archaeologist Civilizations of the World, which is some kind of blog or something. And in one video, I tried to show you that, for example, the place Göbekli Tepe is very close to the earthquake region. So there might be many, many, many places that may have been or got destroyed now through the earthquakes, because these places are the cradle of our modern humanity, or however you want to call it. One of the cradles, it's not the only one, but at least for us Europeans and Arabic people, and you know the story. Anyway, archaeologists, this is some days old, I guess, I don't know. I haven't been reading February 8th, so that's not too old. I didn't read it yet. The Euphrates River finally dried up, but something terrible was found. The Euphrates River, the region's longest and most significant river, has receded. Quite much like they have been doing in Germany and released, or like they brought forth, or how to put it. The hunger stones emerged from the river all over in Europe. If you see me weep, yeah. At the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down and wept. Anyway, has receded, leaving behind a parched landscape. The river is the primary water source for Turkey, Syria, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia, and for the past 6,000 years. And its development and fertility are unparalleled. But now things are changing. And new questions are emerging. Why is the river so significant? What lies beneath it? Water? How does it relate to the rapture and Christ's second coming? Oh, yeah, that's quite an article. This sounds very interesting. There are several prophecies and myths about the river drying up. The river and what lies underneath it have links to Christianity, Islam, and ancient Babylon. Yes, I haven't read this yet. It's just getting better. That's amazing. There is an old myth that Babylon has a tunnel beneath the Euphrates that unites two sides of the city. Christianity and Islam predict that this river will dry up. Christianity's interpretation of a 95 AD written prophecy is that the Euphrates River will dry up during the latter days. There's actually a video. Check it out, that's a karst cave. Seems to be rather deep. Now this was it. This was the whole text. Okay, so maybe I have to check out the video. Once again, it all comes back to Mountainwater. Wide rivers, like Mount St. Helens in the USA, which has the world's fastest growing glacier within its caldera, and it has wide rivers. Yes, I think glaciers are actual lava streams made of water. There are wide rivers all over the place. In some places here they are really easy to spot because they stand out since the environment is rather green. In some places it might be hard to see because it's all if there is much sand like in deserts, it could intermix and it's not too easy to see. Which, as you go further with thinking about stuff, you will end up once about thinking that how is the heat provided within Earth's core? And I think, after some things I read and thought about, that I think that there's a plasmoid at the center of Earth. A glowing ball of plasma. We have, for example, this is just something I pondered recently about. Here on the left side, Wall Thornhill. Oh, sorry for that. Let's try again. Wall Thornhill talking about the repellent core. And this picture quality is really bad. I don't know where the original is of that. That's a screenshot of a screenshot of a screenshot or something. But here it says minus, and here it says plus. And I was thinking about hydrogen. And the interface here, our atmosphere crust. Yeah, this I don't. It's rather hard to explain. But let's try anyway. There are many layers. Now let's just imagine this would be the mantle and you are here. Yeah, I am. And that's somehow the outside of one of the layers. One interface, one double layer, which has in itself many layers, like the atmosphere has many layers. But this concept that there's minus charge out here, and that the hydrogen anion, H minus, or how, I'm not a scientist, I don't know anything about chemistry or whatsoever. No, I don't. But anyway, it has a negative ion. So it might be the reason for why the surface of Earth is charged mainly minus or negatively. And it also would, in the other way around, prove that Wolf-Thorne would be correct. Like, it's really easily bonding to oxygen. And if it gains one electron more, we have H2O, which is water. But in its nature, it's negatively charged. Yeah, I don't know. This is just something I was pondering about. Why water is so important. And the white rivers, they're alkaline. And I have been searching now for something, but I have no idea where I have been before. But about the hydrogen anion, about the positively charged or negatively charged. Acids produce positive ions. White rivers are alkaline. They are charged negative originally. And hydrogen is very abundant. Maybe that's the reason we have white rivers in the first place. Because they are part of Earth's electric circuitry. And all chemical reactions are electric in nature. And if you look at karst regions or whatever, like granitic or whatever else mountain ranges, with all those lakes on top, or glaciers, and then you combine this with cryptodomes, which are source domes. There's like water pouring out of the mountain. And you have these kind of things within the Alps region, for example. This might be something very important after all. And I don't know. I'm not educated to explain anyone about chemistry. I don't get it myself, like really. So I like it simple. The hydrogen anion is charged negatively, and according to Wolf Thornhill, the Earth or whatever body's outer sphere is like charged negatively. That's why they repel after all. And that's why all this limestone, karst, water veins, white rivers, glaciers are so important. But that's just what I think. And I wrote about mountain water, white rivers, basically alkaline stuff. And have been also writing about peat, which is acidic in nature, which brought me back to the limestone and karst and all these kind of things, because they go hand in hand. But that's the topic of my, yeah, still under construction being paper about peat. Let's see if my mountain water paper gets published once then. I don't know. I hope it would be soon, because there would be something to refer to talk about. There would be more than just like a bunch of videos about a similar topic. And I have no idea how long it takes for the peat paper. But anyway, rivers of Babylon. There are white rivers. The Euphrates is a white river. Yeah, it seems to be important after all. And I was thinking about writing about clay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I start with it. Maybe I try to get the other paper to into some point that I could say it's somehow finished, but you know, these kind of like papers, like I think they're like paintings. It's never finished. Basically, you could always something add there, like you know. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I think that's all very interesting. How it is interlinked and all this kind of stuff. Hmm. What to do? Hmm. Follow the White Rabbit. For those who have read Terry Pratchett and the horse, the white horse, what Tiffany's talking about, if the hydrogen thing with the hydrogen anion and its negative charge would be the key to why there's a white horse, it would be the ultimate solution to, or like a contribution to witchery. Witches aren't liked by people because people are scared because they know witches know something they don't, and they don't want to hear. They rather watch cat videos. But anyway, thanks